Genspark Super Agent is absolutely insane. So what I'm going to show you today is exactly how to automate and build anything that you want in one click using this insane AI agent. Let me show you some examples. So we actually built this game using Genspark. See, it's hosted on a Genspark subdomain. We also created this AI SEO content writer, customized with links to my funnels, etc. We also have a full website built directly with one click using Genspark. On top of that, we have this AI growth calculator, a link building mastery quiz, a keyword research game as well, like you can see, and additionally, a French translated version of my website that I built in one click, and I'll show you exactly how I did that today. Let's go. For example, we went onto Genspark this morning and said, create a 3JS runner game. For this, the tool should promote you in Goldie and everything he sells, make it look modern, sleek, cool, etc. Here's some examples of what we wanted to build. Here's the idea. I actually used one of the custom GPTs inside the AI Profit Boardroom to build this. And then you can see it just went off and did its magic, right? So I created this 3JS runner game, as you can see, and it even promotes us and what we do, etc. All right. So pretty powerful way to create games. You can see the playable game right here. So this is the keyword runner game. And literally all we did was just give it one prompt and then it went off and did its magic. All right. So we can click on start running and then we have the AI SEO runner game right here. We just got to avoid those link farms. And if you want to improve it or you want to make any changes, etc., then you can say, okay, here's the changes I want to make inside the chat. And then it goes off and does it, like you can see it, right? So it's creating a new web page with our changes, step by step. We can just have that running in the background. So for example, I could do a live stream, tell it exactly what I want, and it will go off and do it. And you can see how it's building that out directly here. So it's like, let me create one final version with a basic approach, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, that's how we can build all these powerful tools using Genspark. It's absolutely insane how easy it is and how powerful it is. All right. And basically anything you can imagine now in terms of SaaS tools, etc., you can build, but you can also build it with a lot of customization. So for example, if you look at this AI SEO content writer, literally all we said to the AI was like, go off, build an AI SEO content writer, and it automated it, deployed it on a subdomain, like you can see right here. And then it's got links to our main funnels. So for example, if we click on these buttons, it's actually linking to our SEO Elite Circle product, as well as a free SEO strategy session. So when we're building out these tools, we're not just building it out for the sake of doing it for fun. This is like a very practical lead generation model that can also generate stuff here. Here's another example. What you can actually do is combine Genspark and its creations directly with API configurations. What does that mean? For example, we can actually get Genspark to create a tool that works with an AI API that we can plug in. So if we go to aistudio.google.com, we can grab an API key directly from here for free and then use this to generate content inside the Genspark tool. So let me create an API key for this directly here. You can copy that, plug it into Genspark directly, put in your target keyword, plug in your content outline here. You can add additional instructions if you want to as well, and then it will start generating content directly inside the chat. So that's our content generated using AI. We can download that if you want to. We've got the HTML file right there. And yeah, how simple and easy was that? If you want it to be longer, you can put in, okay, make it 1,000 words or write part 1 first, etc. Or you could take that content and then say expand on this, etc. See, for example, you could copy that, plug it in over here, and then say write part 1, and it will start generating the SEO content, like you can see. All right. So really powerful stuff and so easy to do. For example, now you can actually just create SaaS tools in the space of minutes using this process. And how long did that take? We're just going to delete that API key right there. All right. So the way to get started is you can go into Genspark. Now, one thing to bear in mind here is you can use this for free with 200 credits per day, all right, which is going to help you build like one project maximum. If you want to build more than one project at a time, then it's going to cost you about £25 per month. I think that's about $30, something like that. You can check out the pricing on the website. It might even be less than that. Let's have a look on the homepage here. So if we go to Genspark AI, I think it will have pricing on the website. Let me find the pricing for you. All right, so here's the plans. So if you do monthly, it's $25 per month. If you want to buy more credits, it's $19. I've absolutely rinsed this. So I signed up for the $25 package, and I think we've used about maybe 7,000 credits, something like that. You can also see, for example, this is a wrapper, right? It's connected to other AI agents. So for example, like OpenAI o1, o3 Mini, Anthropic Claude 3.7 Sonnet, Gemini 2.0 Flash, DeepSeek R1 and more, as well as image generation models, etc. Right? So it's kind of like a one-stop shop for just generating anything that you want using AI. So if you want to do some deep research, you can just go to that, or video generation, or image studio, etc. Right? So if we go to here, for example, and we say image to video, we'll plug in an example thumbnail right here, and we should be able to turn that into a video. All right, so it's using Kling to generate a video from the image directly. The other really crazy thing about this is if we go back to AI agents, we can actually select call for me, and this seems to be able to like do outbound calls for people. All right, so if we go inside here, you can see an example conversation, you can see it's outbound calling other people, and you can even automate calls. All right, so just to recap here, I've shown you how you can automate SEO games, content generators, websites, calculators, quizzes using Genspark. And additionally, inside here, you can make outbound phone calls. You can, for example, turn images into videos. You can create games. It's absolutely insane. It seems like the only limitation here is your imagination when it comes to doing this stuff. So that is generating right there. We can actually wait for that to load if we want to. You can see what it's doing and how it's doing, etc. Super powerful stuff. Now, you might be wondering, okay, what can you build with 200 credits per day? So the first time I used this, which was for free, I just built a website. So it was actually, where is it? This website right here, we built for 200 credits. I just said research student Goldie, go off and do this, blah, 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 and it created a whole website, like you can see. So if you just want to create like a basic sort of website, which is probably better designed than my main site, to be honest with you, then you can easily do that with Genspark. And then if you want to build like a game, obviously that's going to require more credits. So you can either use free credits daily, or you can just sign up for a $25 a month package. But I think if it's going to save you hours and hours, and if it's going to save you hiring someone to do the same project that you want to build, then why wouldn't you invest in that? Why wouldn't you invest in your time in your business? Unless you don't value your time, right? Which would be crazy for most people. And by the way, like I'm not like affiliating with Genspark or anything like that. Like I'm just creating this video to help people and to show you what's possible with these sort of tools. So you can see now, if we go back to the game, based on the changes we gave it inside the chat, it's actually recoded a simpler version just to make sure it works, I think. So you can see an example right here of what we can build, how it works, etc. We've got keywords dropping from the sky. We've got spam updates as well. Yeah, that's super powerful, right? You can see the score going up as well. Seems to be, wow, that went really fast. And then it works kind of like a lead generation tool, right? And then you can build something directly on Genspark. You can host it. We literally gave it like, how many prompts here? One. It built out the game. Then I gave it another prompt, made some more changes, and then we gave it a final prompt here, and it just went off and did its magic, right? So that is available. I'll put the link inside the AI Profit Boardroom if you want to get access to this sort of stuff. So let me post it in here. And if you want to see the prompts that we actually use, you can get that as well. So I'll put SEO game simplified, and you can get the link inside the AI Profit Boardroom right there. All right. Now, if we scroll down, we've got a full SOP on exactly how to use Genspark step by step for generating video content, doing deep research, etc., deploying tools, apps, games, anything you want. You've got the pricing breakdown as well there, also the highlights. And if you want to see the examples of the prompts that we use to build these sort of tools, you can get it inside the AI Profit Boardroom directly inside here. All right, link in the comments description. It's just a community focused on making more money and saving time with AI. Here's another tool that I built. This one I actually just built. Basically what I did here is I asked it to create a quiz based on my book. All right. So if we scroll down here, you can see the chat. For you, it's literally just like one prompt. So I said, based on the attached, create a quiz about link building to train my team, because we have a lot of people joining the team who they need to brush up or relearn the foundations of SEO. And so we're trying to train them up and give them a great process before they come on board. And you can see we've said, based on the attached, create a quiz about link building to train my team that's fun, interactive, amazing UI, and gives them an actionable score. Make it challenging to test their knowledge. The tool should promote Julian Golding in everything he sells, make it look modern, cool, sleek, etc. And then it went off, it did its magic, it created the link building mastery quiz. And then you can see this is deployed on a subdomain over here. All right. So if we go on, click view, you can preview it here. You can also download the code, right? So if you want to get the code directly, you can, for example, just export that code, or you can copy it and then you can host that on a folder and drag it into Netlify. But also it's hosted on a subdomain anyway. So you can see this is hosted on a subdomain. It even found a nice image of me. It links directly to our website, which you can see right here, to drive traffic to our funnels. And then if we click on start quiz, it looks super nice, right? So it says, what is the primary purpose of link building SEO? To act as votes of authority and increase rankings. And you can see it gives us a green tick if we get it right. And if we get it wrong, let's go with a wrong answer. According to Julian Goldie's ebook, what percent of content gets zero traffic use due to backlinks? We'll click on just 30% to show you a wrong answer. And you can see it actually comes back with the right answer right there. Right? So it's really powerful for training your team. Gives them 15 questions based on the content inside my book. And yeah, really cool stuff right there. If you want to test your SEO knowledge, you can get that inside the AI Profit Boardroom link right here. All right. And then you can see I actually uploaded the PDF of my book. So I uploaded this PDF and then said, based on that, create the quiz. Just went off and did it. Boom. So really powerful stuff here. You can see some of the other AI agents as well. So for example, like data search, cross-checking. That seems like it's really good. For example, checking whether your content has been hallucinated and that sort of thing. And you've got also agentic deep research. You can make outbound calls, the Genspark super agent, and then you've got all these different options here. So translation, generate videos, image studio, and AI chat. This is quite interesting, the translation bit. So what would be interesting here is if we said, okay, research Julian Goldie, then create a French version of his website. And then we could create like a translated version of our website, host that on a subdomain, and we should be good to go on that as well. And the cool thing about that is it's going to use its agentic deep research method to start going off and doing that, right? So you can see here how it's actually found my about me page, my website, etc. It's using a search directly here to find that information. And then we can create like international versions of our website. I would recommend before you deploy it, of course, making sure that you actually get a native French speaker to check it for you. You don't want to just publish it straight away. But you can see here how it's just going off, creating the content in French, and then using that to build out the HTML, right? So it'll be interesting to see what we get back from that. And then you've got three different options here. So you've got the thinking mode, so you can see what it's doing in the thinking mode. You can see the actual code and how it's doing that process. And then you can see the preview over here, right? So you can see it's actually writing in French based on translating our existing website. So it's done the research, and then it's like, boom, let's just analyze and create some content about Julian Goldie in French. So there's so many use cases for this. It's absolutely insane what you can do. And this is constantly coming out with new things, all right? And if you want to see all the use cases for this, just join the AI Profit Boardroom. You can see we've got a tutorial plus an SOP, plus all of our links to stuff we've built with this. Plus, if you need more ideas of what to build, we've actually got this tool, which is called Prompt Forge. And inside this custom GPT Prompt Forge, you can say, okay, my industry is health, for example, or my industry is SEO. Give me like 20 ideas for apps, tools, games, SaaS tools, etc. And then you can also specify the complexity. So you could say, okay, give me a really complex idea that I could implement here. So if you're wondering, okay, how do I make this more complex? Or how do I come up with crazy ass stuff rather than the basic use cases? Then you can use Prompt Forge, which is my free custom GPT inside the AI Profit Boardroom to get access to that. So thanks so much for watching. If you want to get access to all the prompts, tips, workflows, examples of what we've built with Genspark, feel free to get that inside the AI Profit Boardroom. And also this comes with live Q&As with us, right? So inside this community, which is focused on making more money and saving time with AI, you'll find that we do weekly Q&As inside the calendar here. So you can jump on the weekly Q. Ask us any questions you have. And if you're struggling with anything, feel free to ask us inside there. Also has a community, so you can ask 694 members for help, tips, etc. if you're struggling with anything in between the Q&As. And also inside the classroom here, we have all of our best automations for social media, email, content, AI agents, AI trends and updates, web automation, scraping, ASEO automations, and templates, etc. and Q&A call recordings, along with a crash course to save you hundreds of hours, and all of our best SOPs, like you can see, right? Prices are going up this month, so make sure you sign up now before you miss out. And additionally, if you want to get a free one-to-one SEO strategy session that shows you how to get more leads, traffic, and sales with SEO, feel free to get that link in the comments and description. Let's have a look. Did it automate? Oh, look at that. It's actually created a French version of our website. I'll plug that inside the AI profit boarding as well. But you can see here, we've got the French version of the website translated, boom shakalaka. It's even inserted the images of me and my team, like you can see right here. Literally just in one click, we said, go off, make a French version of my website, boom. And then we can download the code for that and host it on Netlify to get it hosted on a domain. All right. I'm going to put that inside the SAP section as well. So if you want to steal that from me and steal that process, etc., you can get that inside the AI profit boardroom. All right. Thanks for watching.